Welcome back to Animal Crossing New Horizons. I'm Dear Darling. I shall see what's going on our lovely island of Fawnhallow today. We're relaxing. It's a late night episode. I'm gonna be real, this is my fault. Again, I just recorded late, to be honest. So yeah, I mean, we'll probably keep it short. I know I said yesterday I was gonna keep it short. I mean, I proceeded to talk about 22 minutes about, I don't remember what about necessarily. Being pretzels tables, but good evening everyone. I'm here with a late night broadcast. I hope I can make it through this. Right now in Fawnhallow it's 1:14 AM on Thursday, July 30th, 2026. So yeah, this means red's here. I don't even know if we got a red notification for ages, so what am I going to talk about? Gacha updates. I called for Ramiel and I got her. That's about it. ZZZ have also introduced a late game hardcore, or it's hardcore, whalish, adjacent game mode. And normally arbitration and Stygian onslaught. Oh, you're Ed. And I don't know if I remembered your name. Definitely is familiar now I see it. If you wonder how I do in those games, and normally arbitration I can clear, Stygian onslaught I can clear, I can't clear Dio mode, and ZZZ I've been trying to get 3 stars or 30k I suppose on whatever it's called, adversity mode. I've gotten 20k. I think I can get 30k. I just need like a better rotation. I don't really know what a good rotation is yet with this team. But I think theoretically why should but yeah, what are we going to talk about? I don't know. I really don't know. I feel like I haven't had like conversation topics for a while, to be honest. How's that fight going? I haven't really done much art since like I'm sure probably I sort of like burned myself out a little bit which always happens during art fight. It's kind of like, in some weird way, it's kind of a goal to be like, okay, I'm just going to draw as much as possible. I still have 5 pieces technically in the works. One of them is like just needs to be shaded, and the other 4 are all the sketches are done. And these 4 are the ones for my friends, so hopefully I'll get them done. But I should actually check how many days are left. Today and tomorrow, and then one more day after that, I think. 3 days, 17 hours. So 1, 2, 3, so it's basically on Sunday. I think I'll finish it in time. It's going to be pretty close, I think, absolutely. Which is definitely going to be a little bit like we'll see if we can make it work. I don't know. I feel like it's hard to motivate myself to draw now, and I'm sort of like running out of steam drawing. But it's okay. I mean, I still love drawing. It's just that I think drawing under a time pressure is a bit more like iffy, ain't it? But yeah, what should we talk about? I don't really know what necessary to say. Are you Gigi or are you Diva? I think you're Diva. I don't know, I'm genuinely trying to think of something to talk about, but like my mind is blank right now. I need like a random prompt generator to start talking about. I don't know, that seems morally deficient or something. Well, not morally deficient, but seems socially deficient, I suppose. It's like, come on, you can't think of a conversation just off the top of your head to talk about what you want to talk about? I don't know. I can talk about earring. It was very random. I don't remember when I actually got my ears pierced. I remember it was like on my birthday or something, or pretty close to my birthday. Was that my birthday? I genuinely can't remember, but I got my ears pierced or something. But yesterday, I think, was the first time I went like a full day without wearing earrings. Completely by accident, by the way, because I take my earrings out when I go shower, like I believe you're supposed to. And normally what I do is I keep them in a little pot of micellar water just to sort of clean them. I know technically it's like, I think the best thing to do is you're meant to do like some sort of briny salt water. But apparently micellar water also works pretty well. I don't actually know if that's the best, but it seems to clean them pretty well for me. And then I just left them there and I had a pretty late shower. I can't remember if it was yesterday or the day before. No, it was Monday actually, wasn't it? And then turns out I just went to sleep and I just never put my earrings back in. And it wasn't until much later, the next day, I was like, oh, I realised I didn't have my earrings in. So I actually went to go buy some earrings Just some random ones. I did buy earrings, which I didn't have before, like a style I didn't have before, because I was like, might as well at this point, because it's kind of like a thing where like if you don't wear your earrings, it can start to close up. Like I think I've had my earrings pierced long enough. Sorry, my ears pierced long enough. But it's not going to seal up in like the few out like one day or something. But I didn't want it to get to a point where it'd be difficult to like put earrings back in again, because I certainly remember like pretty close to the time where I didn't have it, pretty close to the time I had my ears pierced. It was like a bit more iffy, because like I found that if I didn't wear my earrings for like a few hours, it would be pretty difficult to put the earrings back in again. Probably because again, like I only had them in for a short while or whatever. And I don't want to get my ears pierced again. It doesn't like hurt or anything, it's just kind of annoying to do so. Because it's like, wow, I need to go to like a piercing place and I don't have a piercing place near me, so like it had to make like a whole ordeal out of it, which is something just easily preventable just by literally wearing earrings, no? And that's kind of my perspective. But yeah, what do I make of that? I don't really know what I make of that, to be honest. I'm just sort of like it's some nice earrings. I got some sort of like chain-like earrings. I was looking at the earrings, trying to be like, what would be like a fun one to get, which I don't have at the moment. And I was like, I don't have many earrings which sort of like hang down, you know? That's probably how I describe it. I don't have many earrings which sort of dangle or anything like that. And the main reason is because it's kind of like, I bought like some large hoop earrings a while back or something, because I do like the vibe, the aesthetic of hoop earrings. They just hurt your ears to keep them on for a long time. So nowadays, if anything, if I wear hoops, I will wear like very small hoops, like hoops the size of like a pound coin or something. Probably a bit bigger than a pound coin as such, but I do have genuinely quite big ones. Like I would say, you know, like a Pringles can lid, that sort of size. But yeah, every time I wear them, they're just so heavy, and they sort of just hurt. Although I did read that a very common thing to do is to buy like these earring support things, which you can like stick. They're basically like reinforced foam, I guess, which would stick to the back of your ear or something, underneath the ear piercing to sort of reinforce or help hold up the weight of the earring. That's how I understand it. I guess technically what you should do is you should push up the earring, stick it to the back of the ear, so it's like being distributed across the entire stuck weight of that earring rather than on that one point. But I don't know, maybe I can get some like ultralight hoop earrings. Is that a thing? Like lightweight hoop earrings. Because I don't know how a lot of other people do it with like these very bulky hoop earrings. They just kind of hurt after a while. So I sometimes do it when I'm only out for a short amount of time, because I really love how hoop earrings look, but some people have some like absolutely crazy massive ones that they just hurt. Stretch out the earlobe. I don't know. I'm not like that. But maybe I should give it a try as well. Like retry it at some point, because it was, to be fair, pretty it was like pretty close to when I got my ears pierced, when I had tried the bigger hoop earrings. And I was like, yeah, he's a bit iffy. Okay, so people are saying Etsy has some really good lightweight hoop earrings. I didn't really think about that, to be honest. Interesting. But extremely lightweight earrings, hollow hoops. Okay, that makes sense. And I never thought about that, because I was like, I see people have such bulky, like big earrings. I'm just like, that must weigh a ton on your ear. I don't know how I didn't consider it, like, oh, why not just have hollow style earrings instead? I don't know. I would say one of my favourite sort of like large earrings, which sort of dangle, is like one of the ones I got from Spain, which basically look like stained glass, but it's super lightweight on the ears. That's stand out like, where it's like a hook and it's like an accessory which dangles down, as long as the accessory is down, lightweight. But I don't know. I still like hoop earrings. I love the vibe of them, or some outfits. It's just, I don't know. It's just a bit of a pain to wear sometimes. But yeah, I wonder when the last time I actually worn them was. See, it's the kind of thing, because I wore them and it was such an annoying experience. Because I remember we went to a cinema, and then I remember it was like weighing down my earlobes, and then I was like, okay, I actually had to like manually hold up the earrings just to sort of make it work. But otherwise it was like really tiring, and I was like, oh, what's the point of this sort of thing? I don't know. It's a dilemma, because I am very much a style over, or like form over function. Is that it? That's the right way around? Yeah, that's the right way around for it to be like, that's what I like to do to actually have, like, I'd rather look good even if it is painful. Which is perhaps my fatal flaw. But to a certain extent, I think. It depends like what level of pain it is, or what level of uncomfortability. Because I feel like a lot of the time I'm just like, yeah, I'm totally fine with it. But then it gets to like where like last 25% of the day and I'm like, this is an awful decision. I got that a lot, to be fair, with false eyelashes when I started wearing them. Where like I couldn't figure out the exact way to put them on or whatever, and it became like reasonably painful towards the end of the day because they kept pinching. But then eventually, you know, I got actually pretty good at putting them on. And now I can tell, like when I put them on, I'm like, I can tell that this is not going to work. So I can put them on now properly. So, I mean, maybe that's a hoop earrings way. Or maybe I just got to get those sticky pad things. That's probably a bit of A, a bit of B, don't you think? Anyway, so I got a sort of like chain earring, which felt pretty lightweight, so I was like, okay, I got no qualms about this one. It should be relatively easy, one would think, to actually have them be part of my ear. Does that make any sense? I don't know. Anyway, I'm going to wrap this episode up here. What am I talking about anymore? Heavy earrings, I suppose. Yeah. If you have been watching, thank you very much. It's been Animal Crossing New Horizons. I've been dear darling. Likes, comments, subscription, shares, greatly appreciated. Socials, Discord down below. Hope to see you again, but for now, it's our farewell. So until next time, bye bye for now.